I have to take a break from carving for the moment. I painted the porch yesterday, and I've been meaning to replace this molding along the outside edge of the porch for a number of years. So I'm afraid it's just so bad. But we got some curves here. So it's 9 feet between the edges here. So I went to Home Depot and got a board, so we're going to make some molding for it. Well, this is a 2x8 12 that I found at Home Depot that was almost clear. It's a beautiful piece of wood. Pine, of course. Anyway, a few years ago, I used to have the table saw lined up with the window so that I could cut 20-foot lengths or any length that I wanted. And over the years, it's moved over. Looks like I've moved it over about an inch and a half because of the space between the chop saw and that table there. So anyway, it doesn't go out the window anymore. It just misses. So 11'6" is the longest that I can cut inside the building, but it goes right out the door there and into the other room. So I don't have a problem on that end, but I may want to move the saw back here one of these days. So anyway, I cut it into 2.5 inch pieces, and I'm going to run it through the router here, and you'll see what I made a practice piece here somewhere. There it is. Yeah. So it's a 2.5 inch piece of crown, and I'm going to make it 3/8 of an inch thick. So I'm hoping that it'll bend at 9 feet into those curves that I've got on the front porch. So we'll see. But this should work. So this is where the router table is set up here in the middle of the old part of the shop, and you can see it 11 foot runs over to the wall there, and then going back this way I've got the support there, and of course it could be as long as it wants to be, because of course it clears the door going that direction. So I had a little bit of planning when I built the place or did the extension. So now to route the board. Well, there we have it. We got 4 pieces of well, it's actually a crown molding, but I'm going to use it as a base for the porch. And a couple of the pieces are pretty rough, so I'm going to sand it before I install it. Pre-finishing the molding prior to cutting and putting on. A lot easier to paint now than after I put it on. There it is, the molding's installed. I used it all up, all the way around the porch. So another household project out of the way.